Welcome to Cadia Porphyry Gold Copper Mine, New South Wales, Australia, and the Spatial-Temporal Earth Pattern. Before proceeding further, it is important to state one of the basic tenets of the Spatial-Temporal Earth Pattern. That tenet is that on the edge of ancient meteor impacts are the locations of world-class diamond, oil, metal deposits. A few facts about the Cadia Mine and its contribution to wealth in Australia. The Cadia financials for 2022 shows the underlying profit to be $292 million. 620,000 ounces of gold were produced in that 12-month period and 115,000 tons of copper. It is the sixth largest gold producer in the world. Gravity data, the Deniliquin meteor impact, and the Cadia Gold Copper Mine. A gravity map for all of onshore Australia. Our area of interest, southeastern Australia. The Deniliquin meteor impact delineated using the Chicxulub impact as a template. The Chicxulub impact is located on the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico. It is a complex meteor impact, which means it has an inner ring and an outer ring. The ratio of the diameter of the outer ring to the inner ring at the Chicxulub impact is approximately 2.2. This ratio is unique for each planet, so that the ratio for the Earth would be different than that for the Moon. It is likely that the ratio depends on the mass and the constitution of the planet. This is the Oriental Basin on the Moon. It is a complex meteor impact with an outer-inner ring ratio of approximately 1.8. The Deniliquin meteor impact in southeastern Australia. A gravity map of southeastern Australia. This is the proposed location of the Deniliquin Bulagul impact using the Chicxulub template with its ratio of outer ring to inner ring of 2.2. The Deniliquin meteor impact and the Cadia Gold Copper Mine. However, prior to revealing the relationship, let's look at a detail of the region proximal to the Cadia deposit. First, notice that there appears to be a radial distribution of Ordovician volcanic and intrusive rocks related to the Cadia and other porphyry copper deposits in the region. Note as well that the two major porphyry gold copper deposits in the region, that is, Cadia and North Parkes, occur along the circumference of a proposed circle. And finally note that, like most of the porphyry gold copper deposits in the Lachlan Fold Belt of southeastern Australia, the major deposits occur on the edge of a circle, and the center of the circle is devoid of any gold copper mineralization. The location of the Cadia North Park's gold copper mineralization in respect to the Deniliquin meteor impact. However, there is a problem with this model. Like all models, there are limitations. And for the Deniliquin impact, one of those limitations is post-impact faulting. Another problem is that the Cadia deposit is at least 200 kilometers from the outer edge of the proposed Deniliquin Bulgul impact. Recognizing the various curved structures northeast of the Deniliquin Bulgul impact may be a solution to this apparent problem. We can see here that this feature has an inner and an outer ring. It is interpreted to be another meteor impact site. This proposed impact would incorporate all of the New England district and has been compressed as indicated by the blue arrows. East-west compression is also a feature in the Broken Hill district of New South Wales. Here we can see that the Cadia mine is very likely to be on the edge of the proposed New England meteor impact. As well, we can see that the Idylway prospect is very definitely on the edge of the proposed Deniliquin Bulgul meteor impact. A prospect that is currently being developed with the potential to be a major porphyry gold copper deposit is the Boda prospect, and the location of which is on the edge of the proposed New England meteor impact. The Cadia Gold Copper Mine and the regional distribution of gold. There are quite definite lineations in respect to the spatial distribution of gold, with wedges between those lineations with very few or no gold deposits whatsoever. The Cadia mine at the very center of a radial pattern. One can see here both the Cadia mine radial pattern and the Trunky Creek radial pattern are essentially the same size, that is, approximately 100 kilometers in diameter. This approximate 100-kilometer diameter distribution of gold in radial patterns occurs throughout the Lachlan Fold Belt. The distribution of gold deposits in the Lachlan Fold Belt of southeastern Australia. The proposed radial distribution of gold deposits in the Lachlan Fold Belt, southeastern Australia. Geology of the Lachlan Fold Belt, southeastern Australia. The rock types are predominantly Ordovician, Silurian granites, volcanics, and sediments. The geology and the spatial distribution of the radial patterns. This table shows the distance between centers of nearest neighbors for radial patterns in southeastern Australia. Note that 87 radial centers have been recognized in the Lachlan Fold Belt, and the distance for the mean and median for these radial patterns is 75 kilometers. Thank you, and you may find other presentations on our YouTube channel interesting. We do explain why gold, copper, oil, and diamond deposits are where they are.